Um, that was unexpected. I'm not on live right now. Just wanted to pop in a little bit before I go to bed because right now it's 1, almost 12, almost 1 a.m. here in Germany, Munich. But kind of wanted to chat a little bit about our goals and dreams. The reason being watching a lot of food related YouTube videos, and also some personal events made me thought about what I want to do in the future. Um, Especially because these days I've been looking to get more money in terms of my work and raise, promotion, whatnot. But at the same time, that made me think a lot about what else I want to get. What else I want to have in my life, not just money, but what kind of life I want to live. And then comes down to like dreams. What is the what kind of stuff that we want in life. And I watched YouTube videos about Japanese food. Um, some of the restaurant owners provide really cheap, nice meals, and their motto or their motivation behind providing cheap meals was to satisfy their customers' stomach and also their mind too. So it was kind of like half contributing to their customers' happiness, not just their own business in restaurants. And that was really good. They're helping others and they feel good about it. They feel that connection with people. They feel great because they're doing something important. They are making difference to somebody else's life. Um, and they feel great because life is not just about money. It's also about how they feel good about their lives and also how much contribution, how much they can help other people's lives. Um, and also they feel the connection with customers because they see a happy face from customers. They feel like, oh yeah, I did the right thing. You know? That watching that video made me think about really I want to help others as well. Like I really want to grow as a person myself, but also I want to contribute to others. It's kind of coming to the age where I've gone through most of the half of my time spent for myself, self growth, and you get to the point where the you want to like share the fun, and sharing becomes caring, and kind of like not just learning by yourself, but also teaching others become more meaningful in your life. So for me, I kind of like to be able to share my knowledge, um, my experiences and skills, as well as kind of being able to mentor other people. I think that's part of the uh, kind of growing older. You get taught by older people, but also you want to teach or you want to pass on some of the knowledge or some tips or 2 cents to younger generations, and you feel like you're contributing to their lives. Like I'm like 28 right now, turning 29 this year, but I have like obviously like senior guys who can teach me something, but also I'm not the junior anymore. I'm like intermediate, so I can be a mentor to junior guys, like junior software engineers, right? So that's me, like I'm in between, and I do understand the both parts, and I can wear multiple hats in that sense. And then so I like that. I like to share and then be able to be a good pointer to other people, like younger guys, because helping others make me feel good. Um, and yeah, it's not just that you learn about something by yourself and keeping it to yourself. It's also about sharing. So that's what I've been feeling, especially getting older and older and then gaining more and more knowledge. I feel like I have a privilege to share some of my unique perspectives. Um, so that's what I've been feeling these days. And I resonated quite a bit with those Japanese restaurant owners providing really reasonable priced meals, and I felt great just watching it because, you know, obviously I'm not looking for just money, like from business perspective, but I guess, you know, if I were a restaurant owner, I would like to see customers' happy face, smiley face, and you feel like you just made a difference in customers' lives, right? I think that's a great way to kind of live your life. So I was wondering, you know, if that's, you know, just me or you guys as well. But most of the time, this live is just me talking, so I'm not expecting much. But I'm just gonna pop in and pop out quickly. I wanted to share with you guys about that. So this live is also about that. Like, I guess I wanted to be a little open about it, especially because past 2 weeks have been pretty busy for me. I've been studying quite a bit, focused on my self-growth, but after a while, like, you know, I want to share the knowledge. Like, teaching is the best way to learn, right? So I want to make more videos about sharing about what I learned from books or software engineering, working in North America, Europe, you know. So somebody commented, you know, IT 関係以外でどんな職種かからにありますか？ちなみに思います。Do you want me to speak Japanese? Because I'm speaking English and you ask me questions in Japanese. So I was wondering, like, you know, is it because I'm Japanese and you want me to answer in Japanese? Or is it that you just speak Japanese style? Because I'm opening up the door like this, you know, chat for everybody speaking English. So I was just curious about it. You know, I'm happy to help Japanese people, but are you guys expecting me to speak Japanese? That's kind of a weird question for you to answer because you know I'm Japanese and you think I should be speaking Japanese from your perspective, but I'm just curious. Do you guys have any answer to that? You know, my perspective and your perspective is different. My experience is different than yours, right? So you can't expect me to have the exact same perspective as you do. Same thing. So, because I always get questions from Japanese in Japanese. I'm not quite sure like why they, you know, I might be wrong, but I don't know why they always ask me questions in Japanese. Because to me, like, yeah, they ask me questions about studying abroad or working abroad, but they're like just speaking Japanese. It's weird. They wanna live in a English-speaking country, but they are not improving their English and they're using Japanese to ask me questions. So like, it's kind of like contradictory to me. Like, I wasn't doing that. I was using English, even if my English was bad. You know, just so I don't know, to be honest. So whenever I see people asking me questions in Japanese, what impression I get is that, oh, this guy or girl is not really super serious about, you know, blah blah blah. What do you want to ask you? Just like what? What do you want to ask you? What? What's up? See, like, nothing, just popping up, and then talked about my dream and how I want to help others and really want to feel the connection with people. I think that's important to me, not just making money by myself and like keeping all the funds to myself. It is also important to be able to contribute to other people's lives and make other people's life better. I'm not saying, you know, like I'm not saying like I should be doing it, but I'm saying like it feels good to help others. You feel like you're contributing to the society and other people's lives. You're making impacts. So I was wondering, like, if you guys are feeling the same, like, in terms of dreams, goals, because that's what I'm feeling these days. How long have you had this dream? I've been having that for more than 2-3 years now, about contribution, growth. It's been almost 5-6 years. I've been predominantly focused on my growth as a person in different areas like career, life, fitness of course, like a gym, diet, learning everything. Learning and growing is the same thing, which has been a huge part of my life. In my 20s, reading books, going to seminars, listening to positive thinkers videos and stuff like that, and I haven't been able to really contribute back yet, but I started feeling like I like to teach, like I like to share, blah blah blah. I like to be able to share, because everybody is at a different place in their lives. Think about book chapter. Everybody starts from chapter 1 in a book, and then maybe there may be 10 chapters. I might be at chapter 5 or chapter 8 in fitness, right? It's a different areas. So for fitness, I could be chapter 8 and you might be chapter 3. In that case, my 2 cents or some of the opinions might be helpful for you, right? I'm not saying you should listen to me, but I'm saying like I have gone through some of the steps. If my fitness area chapter is at 8, a bit ahead of your game. Same thing like career, or in terms of the life, mistakes, dating. I may be chapter 5, chapter 8, and some people, younger people, their dating life or their career or their engineering work chapter might be just they're starting on chapter 3. So I like to be able to share insights. That feels good because I was in a spot I didn't know much in the beginning, and I wanted to get some advice from guys with experience. So I'm happy to do that. So you ask me, I want to be a drawer. Cool. I used to play music, a violin. So I love arts. Can you talk about your job in Munich? What kind of job? How you got that job, Sally? Sure. My job in Munich, in Germany, is software engineering. How you got the job? I applied online. I know actually recruiter contacted me and then we did an interview. But basically the same thing. I applied as well online. Salary above the average. Where did you realize that this was the best stream for you? This meaning like teaching, like contributing, was the best dream for you? Well, I've been feeling okay. So I'm 28, right? And I'm working, and obviously I want to get paid more for sure, right? Nobody hates to get paid less. Do you agree? Right? You should be asking, like you should be like, as long as you are improving your skills, you are entitled to. And if you're getting more responsibilities and you're performing above the expectation, then you should be asking for more. It's because professional world, you shouldn't settle for the less for compensation. It's professional world. You're compensated for what you produce, right? So there's no compromise really. You shouldn't be ashamed about asking for more, as long as you're producing what do you think is worth, right? So with that said, I've been focusing on thinking about raise and stuff, so that I can save up more, or I can invest more, blah blah blah. And money is one of the ways to evaluate my performance, like my worth, in market. But at the same time, yes, I'm getting paid more and more every single year. I get raised, and it's good. I have less worries about money, financial matters. And at the same time, there is a point where you're not gonna feel much happy by just getting paid more. It's called a point of a diminishing return. And research shows that around $70,000-$80,000 a year, your happiness is no more so correlated with increase in your salary. So I'm already hitting that. I'm already making more than that, and that's where I started thinking what else can I do? Like making money has been more and more money, taking up more responsibility, climb up the ladder to become more senior. What has been one of the goals because I want to grow as a software engineer, right? At the same time, it's hitting the point of diminishing return. There's only so much fun I can have by myself, and that's why you getting older, you want to share the fun with somebody else. That's why people donate money. That's why older rich people want to make contribution back to society, because they can't keep all the money and fun to themselves. It's not that fun anymore. That's why people start having family, because they want to share fun with their family, right? Same thing. I want to contribute back. I want to feel great. I want to feel significant by making difference to other people's lives, or just that connection with the people. That's what it is. It's not just money. There are two kind of jobs, right? You can work long ass hours and making like 6 figures job, but you're not really making other people's life better. For example, if you work in an investment industry, all you do is trading, right? And you get shit tons of bonus, right? You might feel good about a lot of money you're making, but maybe you're not in touch with customers' lives. You don't see much connection between how much money you make and how much lives of people that you're changing. That's like, let's say, financing. Maybe I'm biased. Same thing. I want to do something that's kind of more connected to people, and I can see that. That's great. And that's what I was talking about the Japanese restaurants providing super cheap meals, and they do that not just because of the profit. They're not making that much profit, but they feel great because they feel like they helped Japanese people's lives by providing cheap meals, and then they see customers' face smiles. Smiles is such a great thing. Smiles. So I want to see more smiles. I want to make people smile. I feel great if I can help others, and from honest, unconditional point of view, unconditional thing. I don't want to just do nice thing to get something in return, but I just want to do things to make other people's life better. So that's kind of a long ass answer, about your question about when did I realize this was best dream for you. It's because you've noticed, you've known that you get what you wanted, and that wasn't enough, and eventually it's not the money or external what do you have. It's not that what car you drive, or what kind of apartments you live, or what kind of expensive watch you wear or clothes. It's not those external facts that make you happy. It's not that. If that make you happy, then go ahead. It's not that you are wrong and I'm correct. It's not that. That decent balance required. But chasing external materialistic needs wouldn't make you happy in the long term. For sure, guaranteed. Many people kill themselves. They literally committed suicide because they chase too much materialistic thing and external validation from people. That kills people. That is not the best way to be happy. So, kind of super, philosophy related, spiritual shit. I like. That's why I'm reading a lot of books, because that is important. Mental happiness and the spirituality awareness is a key in having a rich life. Rich life as like mentally and psychologically rich, not financially rich. All right, I see your comments. Have you ever traveled to different countries? Yeah, of course. Traveled to many countries, around 13, 14 right now. What are the differences in life between Canada and Munich? That's an interesting question because I both lived in North America and Europe. What are the differences? People different. People here are less open, less casual, more formal. They smile less here. It's a German thing. They're a little more kind of following the rules and stuck in their box, I guess. But here, less crime, more orders. People more fashionable here for sure. Like guys and girls like fashionable, it's crazy. Whereas in North America, guys dress terrible, women dress terrible, like their fashion, same thing. It's different. I want to give you your opinion. What do you think about gay phenomena? Only you think. What do I think about gay phenomena? What's gay phenomena? おはようございます。How do you say good morning in Spanish? Buenos días. You make me happy. You are the best. Thank you. If you say so. Hello, Sashi. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Pretty good. Good. Working out, work. But same time, you want it. Car, money, home. Not sure what that means. But same time, you want it. Car, money, home. おはようございます。Good morning, guys. Yeah, I guess those people saying good morning is in Japan because it's morning in Japan. Alright, guys. I'm asking your dreams because I've already talked about my dreams. Alright? People watching my YouTube channels should be interested in things that I'm interested in. My channel, I'm not, okay, I talk about super boring stuff to you, I know. My videos, I'm watching myself talking, and because topic is super serious, topic is some deep shit, and it's kind of stuff that I like to talk about. But when I'm talking to my friends, I'm more lively. It's because it's live, right? Kind of like me talking to you right now. It's different. Whereas I'm making videos, it's a little more static, and I'm like, it's weird because I'm looking into camera, this camera. I just bought a new one. Boom, right? So yeah, you see me different, live and normal videos. But if you're watching my videos, you should be either interested in my life, like in Europe, Canada, computer science, or you're interested in some deep stuff that I like to talk about. So that's why I'm asking, what is your dream? Because I like to think about, my goals, my dreams, what kind of life I want to live. And especially I went out last night. I went to nightclub, first time in Munich in 2 months. Crazy, right? I haven't been out in Munich at night, daytime, yes, but nighttime. First time was last night. And then that made me think about a lot of stuff. Like I didn't want to have this and that. It made me realize again, confirmed to me, I don't value going to nightclubs. Not at all. There's so many good-looking people though. The high concentration of good-looking people, crazy, But are they kind of people that I want to surround myself with? Did I like it? Did I hate it? I hated it. I was dancing, yeah, sure, but I hated it because people smoking. I smell bad. Like my hair, I need to take shower now, but my hair and my skin smell like cigarette. I just hate it. That is not what I want in my life. Smoking, eating pizza, like unhealthy. up until 3 4 a.m. and really disrupting my sleep schedule because I'm super into fitness and diet, right? It affects everything. So nightclub is not something that I want really enjoy anymore. It's a key, right? And the kind of people that you meet in nightclubs, are they actually kind of people that I want to hang out with? That really made me question about it. Because yeah, they're like super good looking externally, but internally, what are they focused on in their lives? Stuff like that. People, it's so hard, it's a lot of stuff that's why I'm talking about dream, because definitely made me rethink about what I want to focus on. And then I want to ask you some reading comments. Are you interested in deep learning, Python, etc? Well, not really. It's a different field in computer science. Deep learning is more for machine learning, and Python and R is for machine learning. It's definitely related to like master's degree, stuff like that. But computer science, machine learning and AI are big field right now. It's pretty hot, but at the same time, there are also big fields in other areas in computer science. For example, data science is other thing, machine learning is one thing, but DevOps is really huge. And I'm in the DevOps field now, a DevOps cloud infrastructure. It is huge demand in that right now, and I'm in the field, and I really enjoy it. How many languages can you speak? I speak Japanese, English, Spanish. That's about it. I learned Czech language like 3 months, but I forgot most of them. I can say a few words like hey, what's up. I still remember a little bit of Spanish. I learned in school for 8 months, 6-7 years ago. I forgot most of them. I can still introduce myself and say, I can use some basic verbs. Japanese, I'm definitely forgetting Japanese, and my brain is not catching up with Japanese thinking, because I have a hard time finding right vocabularies and then making complex abstract sentences in Japanese. And I think many Japanese people think it's weird, but that's what's happening to me, my brain now. After 80 years of not using Japanese and not using Japanese as academic, context, I don't have, right vocabularies and sentences and phrases to build, proper sentences in Japanese. And my logical thinking, I have to think is everything in English. So Japanese, I don't like to use it because it really confuses my brain. It irritates me because thinking becomes so slow, and it kind of brain mind fucking if I'm trying to speak Japanese for some more abstracted thing, So English is the main one. My dream is to study and work abroad, preferably a country completely different to mine. All right, that's all right. But what is it that you want to do? I had the same dream when I was younger. So I guess probably, clarify what do you want to do to work, not just to live and study, work abroad, but what do you want to do? It is okay to start from that dream, because I started from that dream. I wanted to get out of the country and experience some outer world. That was good. But then you need to, decide what you want to study, what you want to be. So that's my question to you. Greetings from East Germany, Dresden. Are you not tired? Hello, Dresden. That's close to Prague. I took a bus to Berlin, and Dresden was like, on the way through, right? Yeah. Are you not tired? I'm not tired today because I went to nightclub first time in Munich last night, and I went to bed late, and I took a nap today. So even if it's already 1 a.m., I'm not sleepy because I took a nap. How are you? And I'm curious, you're German from Dresden. How did you find my channel? And why are you, what interests you in terms of, my videos? Because most of them are some deep stuff, not for most people. That's my question to you. My dream is to become a painter, but I cannot because it will not earn you money. Well, I have a friend who smokes to whom I do not like to smoke, so I'm thinking to stop or die. Alright, yeah, so your dream is to become a painter, but you cannot because it won't pay you much. That's true. Becoming a professional artist is something that you need to really think about for your future because is it practical? Is it realistic goal? You can still have artistic hobbies, but making it a profession is totally different stories. I thought about it too. I loved studying world history in high school. However, I asked myself, can that be my profession? Can I make enough money out of it? Or can I just keep it as a hobby? If I want to read world history related books, I can in free time. Do I need to make it my profession? What's the impact of becoming, studying history as a major, and what kind of a job do I get? I asked that question to myself, and I decided that, world history, I still like it, but I'm gonna keep it as my hobby, not profession. That's kind of, thinking that I gave to myself. Because you are true. That's true. Like, you're gonna struggle a lot if you're gonna become a professional artist. You're not gonna make money unless you're the one with the top percentile people, right? So you need to be realistic about it. So in that sense, you're right. You won't be able to make that much money, and you need to compromise. You need to take responsibility for your decision, right? I live in Cologne now. Oh, cool. It's not too hot. It's too hot. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, I see. Cologne. The cathedral, right? Actually, the cathedral in Munich, it's really close to ones in Cologne because I studied in world history. Cologne's one is Gothic one, really huge, like Prague. The Prague castle and the castle, like a cathedral in Cologne, it's the same style, like a Gothic. And then I think one in Munich is the same, pretty big one, like huge, pointy one. I wonder why you're in Cologne. It's close to Amsterdam, right? Like close to France. I had a friend who was from Cologne before. So I wonder why you're in Cologne. What are you doing? What is your dream? Like, what are you focusing on? Good. You guys ask me a lot of questions. I'm not keeping up yet. Something music related. I've been playing bass guitar since age 19, and now I'm 22. It's kind of same question, right? So you wanna be, doing something music related. That's okay, right? But I guess you need to make a decision, kind of responsible decision. Does that sustain your life, or is it okay? About income level you'd get with that kind of job, blah blah blah. So that's kind of stuff, I guess. I mean, I played violin, so I'm all for having balance in arts and science, but just being, artist in profession might be a whole different story. I'm going to move to US, quitting my good paying job. Okay. But before that, I have an opportunity to work in Cape Town, South Africa. What do you think about South Africa? I know there's a lot of negative things, but I can't help following my curiosity. Well, what kind of jobs are you moving for United States? Depends on your industry, and it depends on how long you're thinking, right? Is it long term, or is it like 1 to 2 years? And jobs and your current situation in life. Are you single? How old you are? The younger you are, the more risks you can take, because you can make more mistakes when you're younger. And if you're single, you have less commitment, right? So you have more freedom to move around, which is cool. But if you're 35 or 40 and you have family, you're married and you have a girlfriend and committed, you have a house and a car, so much commitment, then that's a whole different question, right? So that's my question to you. Going to United States or Cape Town, South Africa, and depends on what you value too. What's your value in your life? I heard in Cape Town there are much more higher crime rate, but you start from those questions that I asked. I actually found your channel from a reaction video and I just realized you're in Munich recently. I like to watch a lot about different cultures. I work for international friendship programs. What is international friendship programs? Is it like a pen pal? Like the website for the international language exchange? Is that the one? That's the first thing that popped up in my head. Reaction video, eh? That's like long ass time ago. 2 years ago, maybe. A year and a half at least. And most of the stuff I know, I talk about, I'm super passionate about those topics, but most people are not. So I know from most people's perspective, the way I talk, it's super boring. I know. I'm aware of that. And especially talking about that deep shit without context in front of this inorganic camera is not as energetic or lively as me right now. That's a difference. And people think I'm like that in real life. I'm not at all. Not at all. I went to party last night. I can't share those stuff, all the time with you, right? You know why? Because I don't want to film every single areas in my life. It keeps me out of that moment and I don't like that. I want to be in a moment to really experience it. And the filming everything is different thing, Filming everything put me out of the moment. And I can't have fun when I'm just focusing on filming. That's why it's so hard for me to make another different kind of videos because I want to have fun, be in a moment. Only way to be happy is to be present in the moment. If you're not thinking about future or past worries, that's when you can become happy, right? It's hard for me to I try to, daily vlogs when I'm doing something outside, but I'm prioritizing, my life experience over just vlogging every single thing. Like you see those YouTube vloggers, they film everything. I know that's their profession, but I want to do it by every time I'm having fun. I just want to focus on being in the moment and kind of discouraged from filming, to be honest. That's why I make videos at home about some stuff. Supposed to I want to film me working out in a gym, but I'm so focused on gym exercise. I'm focused on time, routines, That's why I don't think I can ever film my workout videos like those fitness guys because by myself. It's keeping me out of focus. That's huge distraction. Okay, next. But before, okay. Thank you, said Sao-san Daim. You're welcome. You should visit Dresden, old city part. It's really pretty baroque, not Gothic. I saw some cathedrals like carvy ceiling architecture, Dresden. I might visit Krakow next month. Krakow is on list. Croatia, Kiev, Ukraine, this summer, Europe. And maybe Austria, Salzburg. My coworker told me Salzburg is really pretty. And also I'm gonna go to a lake in southern Bavaria for Europe. So Croatia, Krakow, Ukraine. And then Asia in winter. I'm studying philosophy philosophy, such as phenomenology in Cologne. Philosophy such as phenomenology in Cologne. Alright, I don't know what phenomenology is. But man, philosophy, such an interesting topic. It's definitely, mind intensive stuff. And then what is your career path after school? I'm curious, because usually philosophy, I don't know what kind of career paths you can take with that. I'm sorry, I'm not saying that's bad or anything. I'm just curious about, I'm asking question from practical standpoint. Have you thought about your work after? I'm a very artsy person, and of course I would like to be successful, but I'm willing to do other things till I can do other things for living. Oh, I see. Arts, guitar, right? These days social media is pretty vague, so maybe making posting if you're good, I'm saying if you're good and if you're confident, then why don't you post those, your performance on YouTube and Instagram if you're passionate about. It's kind of cool if you're passionate about. You can post on YouTube and then also start, teaching others to make money. That's what I did in personal fitness personal trainer. I taught others, get paid. I wish I can sing, I can play violin the intermediate level, but I don't think it's pleasant to hear for others, because violin, unless you're super good, it's a disaster, Whereas piano, you don't miss the chord really, but violin, you can miss the tone, like a chord, and then it sounds terrible. And same as singing. If you're really good, then you can make videos about it if you're good. If you're not good, it's a disaster again. But I wish I can be good at singing. I don't have much skills in singing, to be honest. Culture exchange meetups and stuff. Yes, culture exchange meetups and stuff. Yes. So kind of like language exchange. Maybe there's a school, EF is the name of the global language school company, right? I believe. It means something like EF, no? International Friendship Program. Culture exchange. Progression is key, I guess. Yes. Holy fuck, you guys asking me a lot of questions. And my answers are usually lengthy, so I'm not keeping up. It may confuse you when you see the answers to your question way later than when you ask. Sorry. Yeah. There's a definitely time lag. It may confuse you when you see the answers to your questions way later than about culture exchange stuff. Yeah, I got that. If it's a drawing will not benefit me, the idea entering the army or customs. Okay. Alright. I love the violin. Yeah, me too. I want to go to the classic music concert, to be honest. I went to the one in Prague, orchestra, and then it was great. And I only paid like $10. Amazing. I love classic music. I guess my ears are more trained for classic music than painting art stuff, because painting, I don't know how to understand or interpret. I don't have the eyes for that. But classic music, I kind of have my ears trained, so it's fun. Classy. I'm studying accounting at Australian University and hoping to get PR afterwards. Your videos are always very encouraging. Really. I'm not sure, to be honest, because I'm not really making videos about PR in Australia, and I'm not studying accounting, different field. So I'm not sure if you found my videos any, helpful, useful, or relevant to you, to be honest. And I'm really not like never really made videos about Australia. So, but if you find my videos useful, like then encouraging, then you're welcome. I personally don't have association with Australia, but you know. Deutsch. Deutsch, Deutsch, Deutsch. The guy at the nightclub yesterday, bar, whatever, asked me in German. I guess he asked me, do you speak German? Because I heard something like, blah, 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 Deutsch, blah, 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 Deutsch. I'm like, I guess he asked me, do I speak German? So I'm like, no, I don't speak German. Whenever I hear Deutsch, it's like, fuck, I don't want to pick up like fifth language. Okay, Japanese, English, Spanish, Czech. So if I learn German, it'll be fifth language, right? There's no way to remember all that stuff. Like for real. I'm not even keeping up to Czech. So, but I would learn German anyways. The company training. To learn some basic stuff like say hello, my name is blah blah blah. But at this point, like, I'm not learning it. Anyways, yeah, this live was about dreams, to shape our lives, what you want to focus on in your life. Do you want to make shit tons of money? Do you want to live in this country, that country? Do you want to play music? Or do you want to have family, girlfriend, boyfriend? A lot of stuff. People have different value system, and that's okay. But there are certain things that you want to focus on when it comes to, planning your life. And definitely, kind of to recap what I said, for me, contribution, helping others, teaching others, sharing my knowledge, and then by sharing, helping others, kind of being able to share my insights and experiences, because my experience has been quite unique from most people. A lot of people ask me question why I moved from North America to Europe, because Europeans usually it's the other way around. They want to go to North America, United States or Canada. So I'm pretty rare minority here to make that move from North America to Europe. But for me, it was obvious. Maybe grass is greener on the other side. But at the same time, my value system tells me that having, great work-life balance is important. So, I'm definitely one of the few who have experienced, like, getting a job, not just from a Japanese perspective, but even like, somebody who lived in abroad, who lived in Canada, working in Canada or North America as a software engineer, but quitting his job and moving to Europe for his new job. That's pretty rare. I didn't find me like me. I was researching a lot on the internet, some case like this. Yeah, so it's pretty rare. It's not the standard one, but again, I have my own value system, my dreams. So if somebody's like me, then that's why I'm making videos, to share why I made this life move, and it's based on my decisions. Anyways. Do you think German girls are nicer to you than Canadian girls in general? Nicer? That's a hard question, to be honest, because I never talked to a girl. So I never talked to a Canadian girl. And I have never talked to German girls yet. Say what? Right? But me, haha. What do you mean, me, haha? Oh, you talk to me. Is that what you mean? You talk to you. I talk to you. No, but like in real life. But you never know. You might be a German guy, or I don't know, maybe a catfish. But anyways, jokes aside, nicer. It's hard to define. It's hard to define what it means to be nice. I'm not sure if they're nice, but definitely they are like less bitchy, less entitled than Canadian American girls. Right? People here are much more polite, I guess. Okay, it's a whole different spectrum, okay? It's really hard to say, because at the stores, definitely I don't like people here because they're not nice. Customer services here, not good. Like Canadian, like let's say you just go do grocery shopping or go buy stuff at H&M or Topman, Topshop or whatever, right? The staff is gonna help me with smiles and their positive attitude in North America, no question, right? Customer service whole thing is different. Whereas in Germany, like people, like they don't help me, and then they don't smile, they don't try to help me, they feel like they don't need to, and I found they're kind of rude in the customer service areas, because I guess that's a different culture. The definition of customer service is different. They're not like, being friendly is probably not the part of customer service in Germany or Europe in general. Like same thing applies to Poland or Czech Republic, you know, because they don't do small talk and stuff, like kind of casual on a superficial like niceness thing, which is in Anglosphere countries like Australia, UK, Canada, United States. That's not here. So in customer service, people are much rude here. I'm not impressed by that. People don't help me, and they're kind of sluggish. So that in that way, I can say German people here are not that nice in customer areas. But people that I talk to on the street, German girls, I would say, are much more polite. In that, let's say the bar or nightclub situation, they give less attitude, I guess. Like almost less straight up attitude kind of thing. In that way, they're polite, but doesn't mean they're nice. You know, they might be not just saying, get the fuck out, you know. That's that. I don't know. Yeah, usually you have to ask for help, but they are very shy to speak English, so they try to avoid contact. Sadly, my ex had the same experience when he came to. I don't think it's just shyness though. When I speak English to them, like they're like not willing to help. Maybe not because it's shy, but maybe for them it's like extra cumbersome, you know. I see that in Germany, people have that closed offness here. They don't necessarily like to speak English to foreigners because they're, I don't know, they're so entitled, or they're so proud of their own language. Kind of like in French in France. They don't like to probably speak English. They want you to speak French in their own country. So in Germany, I would expect people to speak German to them because it's a Germany, and they are not so happy to speak English. Some of them. I got that at multiple stores, like home improving store. None of them really spoke English because their education level is really low or whatever. I'm guessing so because those people working in there have less education. They spoke little English, and I asked them in English about the carton or whatever. They told me in German, like I don't speak Deutsch. I just caught the Deutsch, and then I guess they said that I don't speak Deutsch. No, I don't speak English. Only Deutsch. Like, with that serious face. The hell, right? Another store, at the government kind of visa department, like, here is Germany. And if you don't speak German, you're supposed to speak German because it's Germany. That's what she told me in English. Okay, but I don't speak German, and I'm not to get things done, kind of thing. Yo, hello. I'm from Germany, bro. What's up? German viewers, right? I got some German audiences here. Cool. No, we just want to make everything perfect, so we are afraid to speak English with mistakes. Most people I know feel like this. It took me 20 years to be confident enough to speak. Are you sure? That's like Japanese. Japanese are like, they are way more scared of speaking English because they're so picky about grammatical mistakes, and they're so scared. But Germany is part of Europe, and people speak English much better than Japanese. So I don't think that's true, because people here speak decent English. Japan? No. Domo. I'm sorry you had that experience though. Maybe in Bavaria it's extra hard. They see themselves as extra. So I went out to nightclubs with my coworker and her friend, and then they were talking about some Germans identify themselves as Bavarian, not German but Bavarian, like they're its own kind. And then she told me, the historic context where Bavaria is used to be a kingdom. It's its own country before it got integrated into Germany. So that's why they have their own like extra sense of identity or entitlement. Like it's not Germany, it's just Bavaria. Maybe that explains why people here are a little more conservative, because the Southern Bavarian thing. That might be true, but yeah. 英語わからない。俺もわからない。Sorry, I think my phone is like probably shaking a lot. It's probably hard for you to see. Just stabilize. Alright. German has the same root as English, so it wouldn't be too much work for you. That's not what I heard. I mean, in terms of pronunciation and vocabularies, it's terrible. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit talk about German language, but it sounds terrible and spelled terribly. Like, how are you supposed to pronounce like double, triple, quadruple consonants? Sorry, but compared to Spanish, which is one of the easiest to learn, pronunciation same, doesn't change, easy to pronounce, easy to read. German is the worst. I don't know about Czech, but yeah, German train stations, it's unpronounceable. What the hell, right? How the heck am I supposed to pronounce? And then pronunciation changes, Personal opinion, don't feel offended. Please don't feel offended, alright? But just the German sound is considered not as sexy, right? That's what I hear often in IMB. And I hear German is hard, like French. どうも初見です。初見。ありがとう。前に一回配信見たときは日本語話してました。Yeah, probably that's true. Yeah. I sometimes speak Japanese too live. 今後日本は経済的に落ちていきますが、経済評論家は借金が問題ないのを言っていますがどう思いますか？ Alright, but why you wanna know about that? Why do you want me to answer that question, you know? Like you came to my channel, probably you're interested in something, maybe an opinion from outsider's perspective, somebody living abroad, having seen different economy, culture, and countries. That I understand, but what is your intention of asking me that question? Like, why me? And like, what do you want to know? And like, that's my question to you. And because you're asking me in Japanese as well, so is it something that that you're curious, or is it related to your career plan, or just you're curious about some questions? You just wanted to get opinion from me who lives outside, or that's my question back to you, Shin. My dream is a celestial traveling. That's cool. I want to do a nomad thing. I want to be a remote, and I want to work remote and then live in different countries, like maybe 3 months out one place every single year. Like summer times in like Europe, that's perfect. In winter time, escape to a warmer place like Asia or Spain, Portugal, Croatia. That's my dream, 僕はあれは嘘だと思います。Well, my opinion might be different from yours, to be honest. But answer my question first, then I'll answer your question. Because I'm curious what kind of viewers are on my channel. So that's why I'm asking you a question, because I want to know like kind of people who are watching my videos. Because my videos are specific, 10代の頃から英語圏に移住しても日本語なまり10代の頃から英語圏に移住しても日本語なまり聞けないもんなんだね。この言語って不思議や。You mean my Japanese accent, or if you talk about my Japanese accent, yeah, but I do have having hard time like reading speed slow down, being able to find Japanese words slow down for sure. But yeah, basically accent wise, yeah, I still have a pretty good Japanese native accent, but vocabularies, it's hard. It's same thing like Kikoku Shijo can speak English, basic English with pretty good pronunciation, but they don't have vocabularies. To me, as a German born, learning traditional Chinese is also very, very hard. But as I travel to Taiwan once per year, I want to master it. I think for every other country is one else. Language is the hardest. Oh wow, you're going to Taiwan, eh? I'm going to Taiwan too, like this coming October, Halloween, I'm gonna be in Taiwan. So excited for street food and just food and culture. I heard that Taiwanese are super nice and friendly from a couple of my friends, my social information. And I can say, because my friends Canadians and Americans, and they say like, oh, Taiwanese people are so nice and friendly. I believe that, even if I've never been there. because Thai people are so friendly, you know. They have this hospitality in culture ingrained and embedded. Was let's say talk about German people, is hospitality part of your culture? No, right? It's definitely not. You know, Canada, is hospitality part of the culture? Germany, definitely not, right? It's definitely more conservative. Same as Switzerland. Hospitality is not part of their culture mentality. Whereas Taiwanese, like Thai, I can understand that why they are friendly and stuff because it's part of the culture. That's why I'm so excited. I heard similar things about Latin countries where they are so open and friendly. You know. オリンピック終わったら一気に東京の時間下がるでしょ。Oh, you will love it. Super safe there and good air. Oh, I see. Compared to China, eh? In terms of air. But yeah, food-wise, I'm excited about wonton, some street food. I know it's not as clean as Japan, but I can get by. I live in Bangkok. Thais are super nice. Yeah, I know. Thais nice. They smile and hospitality is great. I'd rather live in those countries than closed off countries because I felt depressed first few months in Prague because everybody didn't smile and they just avoided eye contact, and especially in Germany, Bavaria, Munich, people don't smile and they feel like depressed and super serious. That made me feel kind of depressed too. And definitely they lack some energy, like Latin energy or like some smile energy. People here are a little uptight. That's what local friends told me too. And I noticed that too. Especially Munich is such most expensive city in Germany, and then so it needs to be a little. You need to have money to live here. It's expensive, and people focus on career, and it's high end city, so people uptight and then they don't smile like they're focused serious. And I don't like that, to be honest. I prefer people to be more open minded and emotional, being able to have fun, hospital. See, I'm talking about those attributes because I've traveled to many countries and I've seen different cultures, people, and every country is different. Good or bad, it's you need to accept it. You can't change everybody in countries, right? But you start having that kind of eyes to see kind of difference, then you start having the preference, like what kind of people you want to surround yourself with, kind of country you want to live with, because you have the option. That's what traveling enables you to have. To be able to have different kind of standard, and the country you are born might not be the best country in the world. It's the truth. Japan might not be as cool country to make friends, even for me as a native Japanese. So if I don't like it, then I don't need to live there. 国債の格付けも下がったし、一人当たりの GDP バーバーバー。浪人の多い日本は老人向きの政策が取りやすい。Okay, but I understand, but why are you asking me those questions coming to my channel? That's my question. I understand that, but why are you asking me about that? Why do you just wanna talk about it? Are you really serious about those issues, or what is the intention? They actually care a lot about clean food, especially in bigger cities. I went deep into the national parks and ate a lot of local foods, and I'm usually very sensitive in stomach. Okay, so it's clean. That's nice. Yeah, Taiwan would be nice. I mean, I'm just being hyped up. I'm just so hyped up about Taiwan. Japan doesn't have the same friendliness and openness as Taiwanese, I believe. Based on my experience in Japan and based on my friend's experience traveling to Taiwan. A Japanese opinion on Taiwan is a little different than mine. But I have a good impression about Taiwanese. Anyways, And that's that. Kind of long chat with you guys. What do you want to see more in my YouTube channel? You know, do you have any specific topics? For real, I'm looking for somebody like who is like super friendly and open, kind of intelligent, smart, emotionally intelligent, and fit. You know, a lot of criteria I know. But for someone to be able to understand culture is huge. To be smart enough to be able to understand nuance of culture. So for me, it is hard to relate to a person who has lived in just one country and one culture, because their perspective is so closed off, because they haven't experienced outside, and that limits their way of thinking in every way, their life, their work, their value systems, because their value system is just monolithic, just one way, and that is far from the truth. So probably I won't be able to, you know, relate to those people, especially Japanese. They're pretty stuck in one country, culture-wise. Same thing, you know, if a person has never lived outside Germany, probably that person is not gonna be that friendly or that open-minded, because they are stuck in their one way of thinking. If a person is super religious, living in just one country, he or she doesn't probably know much options, diversity, open-mindedness, you know. Probably they don't have that adaptability to different kind of way of thinking, you know, different food, different way of living, and that's no for me. So criteria becomes much harder if you travel, you know. Canada に戻るの何年後? You know, I don't know if it's me only, but the way you ask me question is not polite. You know, I don't know you. Maybe you are Osakan or Kansai. That's why you are pretty straightforward. I don't know. It's my pet peeves in Japanese, because Japanese language is kind of weird. So if it's English, okay. See, there's a problem with the language. I'm glad my family is super international and we had traveled a lot, so I was always extremely curious about other cultures and openly to help others. That's good. That's an important attribute, you know, being open to other cultures and perspective. That's huge. That's actually important. Like, I went to nightclub last night. Yeah, there are a lot of good-looking ones, but I doubt most of them have kind of a diverse perspective. So being able to understand or being able to adapt, they are probably stuck in one way of thinking, like German way of thinking. That's what I felt a lot. I didn't talk to many, but at least I tried, and many of them like not really open or.落合陽一という人の歌聞いたことありますか? Okay, You ask me a few times and I asked you back again, but you don't answer my question, but you keep asking me questions. I don't know if this is one-way communication or you just trying to know what you want to know, but you don't answer my question or you don't understand English, but you know, I'm trying to have a conversation and like you just ask me a question, you don't answer my question, you know. Good morning from Kuala Lumpur. You are so great as you have your own. So great. You are so great as you have your own area. IT tour. 笑った。Yeah, it's my pet peeve. The Japanese super too. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, that's why yeah, I don't like those Japanese comments where they just like sound too casual, and probably most of them are not polite. Their intention is probably not polite, because I know Japanese behaviors, you know, they have a shitty online behavior, and my guess is probably right. Most of them probably don't even have a, you know, if I meet them in a real person, like in real life, most of them probably suck quite a bit. But they're online and they just they can talk shit about it quite a bit. That's my guess. And that's why I don't like Japanese comments, but they got a little too casual and like sounds a little rude, I guess. Yeah, like I don't respect those guys because I feel like I'm not respected the way they talk to me. I know it's a Japanese way, it's kind of French as well, it's a complicated language, but you get a lot of subtleties from grammar in Japanese. Sashi, do you think the media desensitizes the human experience? Of course, 100%. I mean, 9,000 100%. Social media desensitizes human experience. Of course, that makes it harder for people to communicate and interact. You know, it's not real. You know, I live in real life, so I don't really use social media much. Like I have an Instagram, but I don't use Facebook, for example. I don't use Twitter, or I don't use Snapchat. Even if I'm like IT guy, software engineer, I don't like tech dependency too much. And that's the thing too. It's really hard to talk to like meet real people because everybody's on a cell phone, and most of the people, you know, it's hard to connect. Especially, you can probably tell hot girls probably have little communication skills. You know, there's a funny comedy about Asian baby girl, and the girl who made the Asian baby girl video was dissing that hot girl because she was saying like, oh yeah, you're just standing in the nightclub dance floor, not being able to even, you know, have a whole conversation. You're just brushing off all the guys. That's typical girls' behavior, you know. You know, the communication skills. Anyway, guys. まあ日本語でね、質問して俺が返してないのはごめんな。英語で俺質問返してたけど、その英語を多分聞いてないのかわかんないけど、多分日本語オンリーの人なんだろうなと思うけど、まあそれはそれで、まあ多分英語が通じなかったということでしょう。 anyways, it's 2 a.m. here. Sleepy. Oh yeah, I asked you guys what kind of videos you want to see more. I didn't get any answers. Anyways, I'm gonna keep making what interests me, and yeah, it's okay. You know, I do what I want to do. You know, I like to help. Want to produce some content that's useful. I don't like to just make videos for views, to be honest. You know, those are kind of useless use of my time personally, so I don't do it. And it's also 2 a.m. here, so yeah, 2 a.m. I'm gonna take a shower and go to sleep. But yeah, I think I had quite a bit of interaction with this YouTube live, which is good. But those Japanese people asked me questions in Japanese. I didn't answer in Japanese, and probably they didn't get my English answered. So yeah, there was communication definitely stalled there. I'm sorry for that. But at the same time, like, I'm expecting people to understand my English, my viewers. I'm not here to really just communicate solely in Japanese to Japanese people. That's not my intention with my channel. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for joining. Let's yeah, thanks guys for joining me for this. I'll make another, you know, live. Yeah. Oh, do you plan to travel to Prague? Oh, remember you asked me, yeah. Oh, I remember you were in Prague or whatever, right? Wait, what? From Kuala Lumpur? What? But I thought you were Japanese. You were in Prague or Budapest or Hungary, no? Or Ukraine. But you were in Kuala Lumpur, blah blah blah. What? I thought you were like exchange student back then, no? Maybe you left Prague or whatever, and then Singapore. I don't know, to be honest, I don't quite remember. Oh, now you work in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, doing what? Finance? Did my degree in UK. Oh. And then why you ask me if I'm gonna be in Prague? You know, I definitely want to visit Prague. You know, the beautiful city. Prague Castle is beautiful. I want to, you know, do another photography. But yeah, it's not good for job because currency is weak, and also, yeah, that's a big thing. I know. I mean, daytime, just a one-day trip is really nice. I just want to walk to the Prague Castle to kind of remember all the memories that I have 3 years ago. But nightlife sucked, in my opinion. So I'm not really interested in nightlife. For nightlife, I would go to Krakow. So, but Prague is definitely like, I want to visit there. But I don't know why you ask me if I have planned to travel to Prague. Yes, because you're not even Prague. Okay. Sure, but it's not something, it's not really something that, it's not that I'm gonna say, oh, the girl in the intro video is impressive. That's not something that I would say. And that's not the whole purpose of it, and also my viewers are not here for just hot girls. I've seen her before, so definitely makes sense, but at the same time, my channel is not just all about, hot girl. I like hot girls, but it's more about mind and body. But I guess, yeah, I'm definitely looking for, definitely looking for like really, attractive women for sure. Attractive externally and internally. Both are important. Mind and body both are pretty important for me. As I'm pretty focused on fitness and also reading books and really elevating my conscious mind. So for me, I talked about how people, like a person, a friend or a girl, anybody in my life, I would want to be around with people with, open-mindedness and perspective, very open, humble to learn, and also have balance in body and mind, meaning that, focusing on fitness, body, diet, and also mind. Mind is pretty important. Hot girl without brains, like so unattractive, you can talk for like more than probably 3 minutes, right? That's like no good. So in that sense, not just a hot girl, but also a guy too, just in general, people that I want to surround myself with. I'm not, I'm not hesitant to say this because this is what I'm kind of looking for in my life. So definitely, if there's a girl like that and a guy like that too, that'll be super cool. So I know my criteria, but other than that, I don't really care much. I'm more focused on mind and personality with fit body. That's what I would say. Finding that kind of person is pretty difficult, I guess. How many people actually go to the gym, and have that good mind? But anyways, yeah, it's a lot of Muslims there, Singapore. I'll be probably feeling a little uncomfortable there, the religion. Anyways, some comments are weird, well, that was a little bit like, some guys have the bro talk, because I posted some videos about like some prank social experiment videos about girls as well. So some guys are definitely here for those videos, but I'm not here for just those. I meant about the girls. Yeah, comments about girls, right? Yeah, because some videos that I posted about social experiment stuff. But actually, yeah, I go much deeper than that. Anyways, gonna take a shower. Go to bed. How the Italian girl doing? See, he's obviously watching more of the social experiment video. First of all, she's not Italian. I said she's Italian looking, and I'm not interested in her. No, you're watching all my videos, but you're most interested in girls related videos, right? I understand. As a Japanese living abroad, you know, it's not as easy as the Japanese girls against the foreign guys. The guys have much harder time because they need to lead and they need to get rejected. They need to take action. They need to do all the work. So for guys, it takes so much more effort. So I understand that. So that's why, you know. And then also, it's so rare to see Japanese speaking English and then doing something abroad. Like those are kind of social experiment videos for sure. But even that, it's so rare to see, right? As a Japanese who can speak English, and then for Japanese to see that kind of incident, yeah, I know it's rare. That's why I probably see you said. I'm simply saying that was impressive. I'm not sure what is impressive, to be honest. You know, just it was just normal conversation, to be honest. You know. That's my life, you know. I've seen much more. Let's see the different perception of you know, Japanese and me. You know. Yeah, thank you if that you thought that was impressive, but to me it's okay. You know, I'm looking for, yeah, Japanese tend to be biased toward foreigners, foreign girls, but honestly, but I don't talk about it because nobody can relate to me. Of course, most of them don't have kind of similar experience as me, so there's no point. Nobody can relate to me like Japanese people, so hence I don't talk about it. I don't show it. No. I think you're a very nice and smart guy. Don't bother yourself with people who don't get the real meanings. No. He was basically asking or curious about some girls that were in my videos. You know, obviously I understand why he's interested. I understand his context. It's not that he's like weird or anything. I fully understand his context. I was just explaining to him that, you know, it's probably more those videos would stand out to Japanese audiences than me talking some random shit in English, because most Japanese would be have less abroad experience, so like seeing me with foreign girls would be more fun to watch than me talking about life, meaning of life, cultural difference, subtleties, nuances, because they don't even understand the nuance in culture if they don't live outside. But they do understand hot girls or foreigner looking girls. That's why they catch more views than other videos. That's good to hear. For me, all of your videos are impressive though. Anyway, so most people don't understand what I'm talking about. Like most Japanese viewers probably don't understand what I'm talking about because there's so many subtleties that are nuances that only outsiders can understand. That's what I'm talking about. Like I talked about how people with one culture probably don't have the open perspective, so they probably don't understand many things, right? That's why I don't want to sound myself. Same thing. The Japanese probably don't have understanding of different culture or different cultural subtleties. Hence, most of the videos for them is not interesting because they don't understand. They're not exposed to those ideas beforehand. You know. But when I comment, somehow I came to my mind about that girl. That's okay, you know. We can talk about girls. There's no shame around talking to girls, you know. It's not weird. I talk about girls too. and it is okay. It's a natural process. Girls talk about guys too. Nothing wrong with it. It's weird. It's a biological thing. So it's totally fine. People like to shame that, oh, you shouldn't be so direct about, or you shouldn't be, following your dick, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Embracing masculinity is one thing. No, it's okay. I prefer person with brain. But would you prefer person with a brain without D if you like men? So I guess what are you trying to say is I prefer person with brain and masculinity, both. Right? There are little subtleties here in how people judge or be too quick to judge other people. Yes, that's more important than anything sexual. That's true, but you cannot underestimate, or you can't ignore sexuality too. It's a right balance is important. And if you're going too extreme, and if you're just pursuing too much of just mind, and then maybe you probably lose the polarity, masculinity and femininity, and that's a big issue too. So that's what I'm saying. Balance between mind and body is important. No, it's not just brain. It needs to be a physical chemistry as well. That's why it's so hard. It's easy to find people with just brain but no emotion. Also, it's easy to find people with just a physical attractiveness or high sex drive but with no brain, right? So just because I say I like hot girls doesn't mean I just want hot body. Hot girls, like hot body, is definitely cherry on top of hot mind, I would say. So nothing wrong with it. It's not the size of paintbrush, it's how you love it. How you okay, that's a little like family unfriendly comment, that's a little, we can talk about girls and guys, but that's a little, that's more like sexual content. I don't know, but yeah, but we can definitely talk about other stuff. But I understand most of the viewers are kind of simple and they want to see what they want to see, and sexuality grabs people's attention. Same. Money, sex, religion, politics, they grab eyeballs. That's why it's great for TVs and stuff, because those are taboos. All the taboo stuff, money, religion, politics, sex, people don't like to talk about. But at the same time, it's the easiest to get views and attention. That's why many YouTube videos out there, those videos that just looking to get views are more, those.アメリカって太ってる人に対して日本より厳しいって聞いたけど、オーストラリアでは例えば仕事で。Okay. Other guy asked me a question in Japanese. Alright? And I told them my pet peeves in Japanese is that they ask me question in Japanese too casual. Like, show some respect in Japanese how you ask questions. Like, you came here all of a sudden like I don't know you and you don't know me, and then you act like you're my friend, and all of a sudden you ask me a question like that. A little bit too blatantly casual. That's my pet peeves. As if you know me. and as if I know you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm kind of proud of you because you have your own person, dude. Keep it up, thanks. Yeah, definitely have my own identity. I've read many more books than most people. I mean, I studied quite a bit about this kind of stuff too. Self-awareness, you know. Self-awareness is important. You know, mind and body. It's not just body. It's not just mind. Both. People who shame sexualities are as bad as people who focuses only on their body. Both are equally important. Most people think, oh, focusing on, you know, their physical thing is not good, or focusing too much on mind is not good. Two extremes are not good. Okay, so the Japanese guy asked me in question in Japanese. Probably he didn't understand my English, so he didn't respond, so that's good. All right. Right, I guess it's time to go take a shower. Because I was gonna go take a shower now. I've been here for like 20 more minutes. I'll be on live for 1 hour 40 minutes. Quite long, to be honest. It's already 2:20 a.m. What inspired to live in Australia? I'm not here. I'm not in Australia. I'm in Germany, and I don't plan to live in Australia because of the location. Munich is a city where the promotion video of a famous song or play and see was shot. I'm not sure about that song. So, oops, sorry man. I watched several your videos before. I wasn't imagining that my video were too casual. That's okay. I just told you that it's just pet peeves in Japanese. You know, if it's in English that I know like adult subtleties, but if it's like Japanese and sounds too casual, usually I imagine people, the way people talk to me in Japanese like that, and they're like, they usually lack respect if they talk like that in real person in first time. That's just my pet peeves in Japanese. But if I know you can speak English and you are asking me questions in Japanese, then that's fine, because I understand the context where you're coming from. It's a little weird, but yeah. To answer your question, my impression about Australia, about Americans are fat compared to Japan. But I'm not here in Australia, so you thought you thought I'm in Australia, but I'm not. People really underestimate the synergetic effect of incremental improvements that you make to both incremental improvements you make to both your body and your mind. Yeah, no, people don't understand. Like, I've changed quite a bit past 1 year, just a half a year. Since the end of last year, I've changed quite a bit. I don't know, most people notice it. People probably don't notice it. I notice it quite a bit too. Like, I look totally different. Like, my body fat changed, my hairstyle changed, my face look different. I talk way differently. I speak much better right now. I have so much more knowledge gained from reading books. Finished like 4 or 5 books already. I have so much life experience at it. So mind and body, I'm always improving. So every single year, I'm becoming like better version of myself. But what about other people? They stay at the same level, right? And they expect the same to other people. So they don't probably see me growing or becoming better. Totally understand. Once you start understanding or improving your body, you start noticing your energy level change, the way you talk, the way how much positivity you have in your life change so much, because changing body changes so much, everything. And you can see so much change in body once you start working in fitness. So yes, increment, like it's the kind of a positive side effect. If you start focusing on your body, improving your body, the side effect is huge for your mind and your life. But people don't notice it until they take actions. When I hear the train sound, it reminds, oh, you hear the train sound? Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I noticed that I filmed some videos and I watched my videos and I noticed train sound. But I don't notice when I'm talking in video, actually. It reminds me of that train see. Okay, I recommend you to check the video if you don't know yet. Train see, player in T. If I remember, I would look that up. Hope the weather there is not too hot. It's been 30 degrees here and you get hotter. It's been here too. It's been hot here too. Like today, like 28, 29. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Yeah, you too. Thanks for joining. It's been 12 hours. Do you use German in work? We just work English. English only. My tech companies and most of the software engineering field in Germany. I would say half of them are English. Depends on company, but my companies, yeah. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Took me 8 or 9 years to get to this point, but 9 years were not really using Japanese and really using English in my daily life, my career, my university. So this is not the same as just learning English 8-9 years and then using Japanese as a main language. I am not using Japanese in my life, so it's different. It's a cumulative effect of minor improvements which creates a positive feedback cycle, yes. And it's cumulative, yes, and it's a side effect, Positive feedback cycle. It changes your life, but it's so hard to explain to people who haven't read the philosophy. I don't know, it's hard to explain to somebody who hasn't done that. Everybody who has gone through a physical transformation do understand that, the impact or how much they can change in their lives, no matter how old they are. So people just sitting couch potatoes would never understand it. But people with physical transformation, yeah, they can. They do understand about changing themselves, Alright guys, for real, I'm gonna go take a shower. Do you use Japanese in your daily life in Germany? No, of course not. If not, aren't you afraid that your Japanese skills will stay the same forever unless you use it? I'm not afraid. I've already decided, like, I'm okay. I already accepted the fact that I'm gonna lose Japanese and it's okay. Conversational level, I can still speak, but abstracted level, I can't. And that's okay. Why? Yeah, basic conversation I can hold, but anything intellectual, I can't hold a conversation in Japanese, and that's okay. Because I'm not gonna use Japanese for that. Why? Because there's no demand for that in Japanese. For professional experience and skills reason, English is the best. It's most marketable global skills. And there's no point using Japanese because nobody understands Japanese for that other than basic ones. So it's not practical. Japanese is not really practical language. It's more for archaic, traditional classic ones was artsy I would say artsy aspects to it. So it's good if you can read and speak Japanese for like reading, you know, like history or anime, music. But for business, Japanese doesn't add any values to you, you know. So that's why I'm not interested. So being able to have a conversation is good enough, to be honest. All right. Thank you guys for staying in my live. It was very interactive this time, right? It was extremely interactive. What's FKK? Have you ever listened to any more Jordan Peterson's lecture? Who's Jordan Peterson? Is it the guy from 12 Life of Lewis? 12 Laws of Life? Jordan. Oh damn, how come you told me about Jordan Peterson? Because 12 Laws of Life is like 12 Laws for Life is my book list. Why do you know about that? Why do you know I wanted to read the book? Or is it a coincidence that, you know, Jordan Peterson's, you know, him? I don't know about self-authoring, but what do you mean, yes? You just, it was coincidence? Oh, so self-authoring is a public podcast? No, my friend told me that he listened to a podcast with him, and he told me about 12 Laws of Life and the feminism lecture at UT, and I watched that YouTube video and I was like, I remember that guy, but I didn't know he's the author of 12 Laws of Life, and he told me, recommended me the book, so I need to read the book, and holy, I don't know why you mentioned that, so probably coincident, but yeah, it's interesting, right? It's interesting. I thought you were one of my friends who are sneaking into my YouTube live. You know? But you asked me on social media desensitizing, so you're definitely interested in kind of stuff that I'm interested in. That's why. That's kind of interesting, eh? So you kind of have already similar interests as me. Social media, or like, you know, current modern society. That's why you asked me Jordan Peterson. I see. So I guess you are interested in what I'm interested in. That's why you're watching video, and David as well. You know about Jordan Peterson, and I guess you guys know what I'm kind of talking about, right? Probably the self-awareness and like culture and stuff. Because it's hard for most people to know or like understand what I'm talking about unless you know about the topic, you know? Yeah, modern society's issue, right? That's what he's talking about. All right, because I'm probably in the same area like scope. So if you know about Jordan Peterson's, then do you know about Mind Valley by Bishuan something? Because the code of extraordinary mind is in my like another book on my list. I need to read that one. The Code of Extraordinary Mind and 12 Rules for Life and Emotional Intelligence are the top three that I need to read next. Okay, that one was well thought out. Mind Valley, yeah, Mind Valley is super interesting. You know, so I'd love to watch his book. His YouTube channel videos are so like inspiring. Haven't read Mind Valley, just read a lot about Greek philosophy on this topic. Sure, it's definitely related to spirituality in Greek philosophy. You're even familiar to psychology philosophy, of course, because all those books talk about human existence, philosophy, mind, our mind. It talks a lot about our minds, conditioning, social programming, and rules, aka bullshit rules, is what's covered in a book called The Code of Extraordinary Mind. So it's all about human minds and evolutionary psychology too. It's about evolution of our brain and ourselves, you know. So there's kind of book like Selfish Genes and also Evolutionary Psychology by David Bass. But the root of all the books are coming from when I started following Tai Lopez. Some of you guys probably think Tai Lopez is con artist or blah blah blah, which get rich quick scheme, but no. Tai Lopez's book list is one of the best, and that's how I started reading evolution psychology, a lot of books like that, and then got into this now. So psychology, evolution, biology, that teaches you everything. Social communications, you can decipher everything, decode social interaction, business, advertisement, marketing. Actually, do you like Alan Watts? I don't know. I've heard about it. Somebody asked me Alan Watts, but I don't know who that is. Okay, I'm trying to FKK, which apparently means nude on Urban Dictionary. I'm trying to leave for like FKK, the taking shower, but a lot of question coming through. Yeah, but basically I'm super curious or like super into that areas, self-awareness, mental consciousness, and elevated minds. Those keywords are used by the Code of Extraordinary Mind, definitely 12 Laws of Life, and also I just finished I don't know, but it's cool that you guys can understand, some of you. I just finished reading, listening to Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson, which was awesome. He also talks about mental consciousness as well. It's all related. Once you start reading one book, it will change to another book. So Mark Manson, yeah, good. Thank you for replying my question of the languages used at work. Now, how about in a daily life? For example, public proceedings, is it necessary to talk German? It's not quite necessary because I can't speak German, so I I just use English and make it work. Most of the time it works. So it's been alright. Because there are many actual internationals in Munich, so you can get by with just English. Good luck in Germany, Sashi. I am Japanese, graduated from uni in Canada. Oh, now looking for job as a developer. I wish you best luck on your life and keep on pursuing your personal dreams and wishes. Oh, graduated from uni in Canada. That's rare. Looking for job as a developer. Oh, what did you study? What major did you, was your major, and at what university did you graduate, and which city are you looking for job? You're still here. That's my question to you. But thank you for kind word. Yeah, I'm gonna pursue my dreams no matter what. So yeah. But I wanna know, which uni, what major, which city, When you first decided to go abroad, wasn't you afraid if you can get a job? Not really. As long as I get co-op internship experience, I knew I would be able to get a job, so I wasn't too worried about it. Oh, Alan Watts. Maybe I've seen his books. Amazon. But anyways, I'm thirsty as hell. I haven't had water for like 2-3 hours. I need to hydrate myself. The Wane of Zen. That sounds so deep. Out of your mind. Interdependence. Interdependence is a key in a dating relationship. Did you know that? Oh, he talks about nature, man, and woman. That sounds like relevant. Zen, spiritual experience. Maybe my friend told me about Alan Watts. I don't know. This is a whole like interconnected thing. It's weird, right? Alan Watts. Tao. Life. It's weird. Friends been recommending that to me for a while. Nice. Yeah. I know it's very tough to be hired as an English speaking person in Germany. Not necessary. I'm engineering skilled, so study computer science, and then now looking for front-end dev position where I can also learn a bit of design side in Toronto. So you graduate from UT or Pearson, what is it called? Ryerson University. Toronto have more jobs than Vancouver, so Alan Watts, Oh shit, The Wane of Zen. 209 reviews. Insecurity, mind, interdependence. Interesting, hey? The wisdom of insecurity. Yeah, insecurity is something that I've studied a lot too. It's basically about mind, deepening your understanding of your mind. Just by reading the titles, I can understand what he's talking about, which is kind of cool, right? One reason I watch your videos is a view into the life of someone who has taken opposite journey to me. I studied in the UK and ended up working in both Korea and Japan. And I find it endlessly fascinating how many similarities you can share with people who have lived a very different life to your own. I find it endlessly fascinating how many similarities you can share with people who lived a very different life to your own. So maybe you think you and I share, similar ideas, even if we're in a different, a different background. I'm from Japan, but you're from UK, and you working in Korea, Japan, but I'm like in Europe, probably. You know what? But I wanted to know the people who have taken opposite path. Like many of my coworkers in Canada were immigrated to Canada from Europe, like Germany, France, Ukraine, Russia, right? So I wanted to get to know their perspective actually, because I wanted to know if I might move to Germany, or move back to Europe. For them, it's like opposite from their path. I wanted to make sure that me moving to Germany is like not the bad decision. So I wanted to get their opinions and ask them like, why they moved to Canada, and if I'm making a bad move by getting out of Canada. But it seems like it wasn't the case. They wanted to have some different things, like a better social thing or more open culture. But me, something different. I'm from different context. So yeah, I was definitely interested in people with the opposite path. So yeah, you can see me as opposite of you. Interesting, you're a British guy. A guy from UK is watching my video. It's pretty interesting. Because I like to globalize my channel more. Because most of my thinking and books and stuff and experience is about in English, so it's global. And I want to find somebody who can understand about what I'm thinking about. And this is about mental conscious thing, and also multicultural thinking, and also working abroad slash being a global citizen. And it's not just Japanese related, it's worldwide. And so all my friends, all my friends who that I talk about this kind of topics are all over the places, like American, Canadian, German. But on my YouTube channel only though, I haven't really explored those areas, so it's cool. Actually graduated from UBC and moved to Toronto without job offer. What? That's weird. You went to UBC for computer science and you paid shit tons of money as an international student. Same as UT, right? You paid like 40-50K a year for tuition, right? And you studied computer science. I'm not sure you did internships, co-ops. But yeah, I don't know, maybe your parents are rich to be able to support UBC tuitions and international. But to get a job, yeah, Toronto, there are more jobs than Vancouver. But I wouldn't live in Toronto because summer sucks, winter sucks, and just city is not that good, in my opinion. But job wise, yeah, biggest in Canada. Yeah, there are a lot of Ukrainians, Russians, yeah, of course. They immigrate to Germany for better life and better money. Many people here in my company are also from Ukraine, Russia. I have to get back to work soon. Thank you so much for live streaming and response to my question. Check out Alan Wan's speech on YouTube sometime. They're really good. Love you, Sashi. Bye. Thank you. So based on the name, Maya Robinson. I was wondering where you're from, Maya, if you're still here. Where you're from, country. Maya sounds female. maybe more historically connected. But yeah, the move makes sense because it's from developing country to developed countries. Germany offers most jobs for foreigners, so that does make sense why they're in Germany, not in Czech Republic, because working visa is the easiest there in Germany. Sometimes opportunities are just not. Oh, I'm from the US by. Okay, cool. Alright, talk to you soon, Maya. USA? It's rare for Americans to be interested in this topic. It's so rare for Americans, you know. My roommate is a Texan. He tells me American, like especially Texan, are like just they're ready to settle. Some opportunities are just not available for those staying in one place. We got a great education in UK, but there are simply no work opportunities in physics without massive experience. But due to the other factors, I had well-paid opportunities in Asia, which just weren't available to me in the UK. Shows how much the job experience varies based on profession. Yeah, true. And I would be curious to know about I know I already asked Reddit if it's possible to work-life balance and then compensation level in Japan or Taiwan, because I would love to work in Japan as long as I get paid enough and have decent work-life balance, but it seems like not. I won't be able to get 6 weeks vacation in Japanese companies, even foreign companies in Japan. I don't get same level of vacation there, and pay is not gonna be as good here in there, and yeah. So yeah, food is the best in Asia, but social system, work-life balance and stuff keeps me away, keeps me not working from Asia. But yeah, you're working Japan, Korea, Japan, China, Japan, Korea and Japan. Oh yeah, so work-life balance is crazy, no? Korea in particular pays for academics, a lot of money, public employment, and university are very good hours in general, sure. But like, is it like what? What's the level? Is it like 70, 80,000 a year? 70K-ish? Or like 6 figures, 100,000? I think if you're in finance, you can make 100,000 in Japan or Korea at multinational companies, but you need to sacrifice your work-life balance. Do you work in startup? No. TT だ、アジア人って感じですね。Okay, so you guys, you don't need to come to this channel, like dropping some Japanese comments without context and pet peeves, sounds too casual to me. I don't know your intention with the question. Well, I'm not experienced enough for this, but 10x as much as UK. What? UK, right? So I know engineers junior level gets paid like 30K pounds, right? $90K? So you're saying in Korea you get 10K as much in UK. It's 10K as much in UK. So in Korea, it's like 10K then? 10K a year? I think UK pays much more than Korea, right? So Oh, no. 10K as much as in UK. So in Korea, you get paid more. What? No way. 1 million per year? I know, but I mean, I guess that's like the total package, right? The stocks and stuff. And probably at the 1 million, it's like executive level. Like 1 million is uncountable. I know 300K, 400K as a staff engineer at the big companies, executives, but 1 million is just exception. So, but normally though, on average, but probably they have like no life. 1 million at the level 1 million. So I'm not interested in that. You know, but so scale, like, yeah, okay, spectrum could be wide. I see what you're saying, but what about average? I worked in non-tenure position at the top UK university for 2 years during my PhD. Sure. So your level, so people like you are making around at least 90K, 100K, 6 figures in Korea, at least 6 figures. Safe to say. What about 6-figure American dollar? In Korea is a huge money. Like, huge. So you're having good life then. Like more than 90K in Korea. So you can live like a king there. Wait, what kind of engineer you are? Like physical engineer? Physics. Researcher, no? Okay, astronomics. So are you like doing a research, R&D, research and development funded by government? Okay, yeah, exactly. So research mainly, but also teaching. So it's probably not university, right? University. So you're like assistant professor or whatever with non-tenure. Okay, so kind of like a research assistant, lecturer, and government subsidy. Korea is spending. Oh, okay. So I guess this doesn't apply to computer science or software engineers, but whereas you astronomics, right? University, 6 figures. That's way better than UK or even. Cause I know like Canada, like if you're like working like that, you don't get 6 figures, even you're working at the same like university research. So I guess this applies to Korea, not UK and even Canada. Yeah. I'm not sure about your experience in Japan though. You know, you say you worked in Japan too. Meanwhile, after enjoying a great education in UK, I'm just calmly as if nothing work in Asia. Yeah, I guess Singapore's salary expect like average salary in Singapore is not that high, right? I guess. I guess not that high. Maybe you're working in finance, right? Because Singapore is usually more for finance hubs cities, so I'm not sure too much. This is so off topic, too off topic, but you're really cute, lol. Thank you. Wink, wink. Well, 6 figures. Professor, research, if you like it, yeah, go for it. Yeah, you get paid for research, it's terrible now. You invest rigorous amounts of time in your master patient, don't get paid much for it. Yeah, UK is really not for any science, you know. UK doesn't value science, it's for finance, you know. I know that because finance jobs out there. Bloomberg, blah blah blah, Switzerland as well. So software engineer there don't get paid that much. The US pays well for researchers, but it's based on seniority, so you may never actually get to that level either. And the US is more valuing engineering because they have startup culture and entrepreneurships. So their status is higher. Money's coming in for research, but UK, not so much. Our UK universities and education value more like traditional theoretical stuff, right? Biology, chemistry, because UK university history is long as even going back to the 12th century, right? So their education is much theoretical. This applies to European universities. I might be wrong, but based on my understanding, European university education for engineering is much more theoretical than practical. It's not related to current business or industry. So, but the guy asked me about computer science from UBC guy. I don't know if he's still here, but UBC to Toronto with a job offer. Yeah, I don't know your background, to be honest. If you had an internship experience, you might get it. And the front end is front end. Yeah, so it's gonna be either React, like Node.js, any kind of JavaScript you need to master. And front end gets paid a little less than back end. So just so you know, for your career projection, keep that in mind. And yeah, Singapore. I don't know. I know it's an expensive city. It's mostly for finance, so not for me, I guess. And Japan, I don't think it's reasonable for me to move there for family. Lack of social welfare system, pension plan. I don't think it's good. Education needs to be fully subsidized and free. But even then, university is too competitive and there's not much industry after education, so it's harder for kids right after. So I don't think education in Japan is not gonna be good. Anyways, I'm like trying to... Alright guys, it's 3 a.m. here. Second longest. It's crazy to me that UK builds its success on science, then diffuse invest. And then fun fact I learned while working in UK was that they get 700% ROI on a physical research investment. Really? Yeah, in Europe it's 3 a.m. No, European time. They get 700% ROI in physics research investment. Oh, you're still here. I'm sleepy, but I'm gonna go sleep after you went shower. I didn't take a shower yet. But they cut the budget every year. In UK. UK, it's really kind of becoming like a United States, but even worse. The visa situation is too strict, the Brexit's happening, and then, you don't want to apply for visa because you might get rejected, and crime rates are high in London, commute is already like 1 hour away, my co-workers living in London and expensive rent, commute, expensive rent. So London is not that good. Doesn't sound good. dirty too. Didn't like kind of people, you know. Sorry. You see a lot of, once you travel and have broadened your perspective, you see a lot of stuff, about people. I'm alive. I keep listening. Wow, that's amazing. Kind of like a radio, right? You just listen through it while doing something else. You just listen through my voice and yeah. I sometimes do that. Because it's kind of interesting, like this kind of live experience. It's kind of like you talking to somebody. It's live, it's happening. And like you ask some questions and like literally you get answer and then it's interesting, right? Thanks, Sashi. I have more experience in JavaScript, including modern front-end frameworks like Angular, React, so it's been easier for me to do job hunting in front-end. Okay, that's good. As long as you have experience, then that's good. Yeah, that's good. All right, and yeah, I guess you're gonna try Toronto, but I don't think it's a good place to live, to be honest. Winter sucks shit. But if you ever want to come to Germany, Berlin has a thriving startup scene, and they have definitely front-end jobs. So if you're looking for front-end and moving to Germany, then Berlin, yeah, you have a bet. But yeah, you get paid almost the same, I guess. And yeah, it depends. If you like Canada, then you can stay there. But it's up to you. But what's fine a daily life there compared to Vancouver? Not about the long vacation like weekdays and weekend. Well, yeah, long vacation is given. But other than that, we don't have beach, but we have beautiful river and lakes from pure water coming from Southern Alps. So people actually, even if we don't have beach, people go to the river right by the city center, and they just sunbathe, do barbecue, or they have a huge park called what it's called, English Garden, and then they just lay down. It's really chill, more nature, outdoorsy oriented. Biking, hiking, and Alps is like 1 hour away, so you can go to lake or mountain for hiking. Salzburg, 1 hour away. I haven't been there yet. That's summer. I'm not sure winter. Winter you can go to Salzburg, 1 hour away. アメリカとイギリスはどちらが留学すべきですか？コミュニケーション、インフォメーションエンジニアリング専門ですか？ Well, neither. Neither United States or UK for studying abroad, to be honest. Sorry, you have no future in US or UK if you're studying information engineering. Yeah, because work visa situation. Unless you're like studying computer science now, engineering. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just really interested in your thoughts and mindset, but it's not like I get distracted. Nothing to do else at 3 a.m. in the night than just looking at my face in the YouTube live. That says a lot about something. You have nothing else than what you mean in a video. It shows how curious you are. That's good. You know? That means I'm talking about something interesting. Might as well move to Germany. Yeah, if you don't like Canada, like if you didn't enjoy, then yeah. From my point of view, Germany makes a lot of sense for you to Sashi just one on the rate of college graduates and demand for your profession. Yeah, I mean, pay-wise, it's gonna increase from now. You know, I'm trying to hit 6 figures in euros, not before conversion. But definitely I can hit 80, 90k. Then I can live like really good life here. You know, I don't need to make that much money like American level salary because, you know, social system is already good, so I don't need to save up much technically. I'll first get PR just like you did, but to be honest, try not to waste your time. That's what I would say to you. I got PR, but I decided to move to Germany. So I kind of half regret, like half unsure if I wasted my time to get PR, only to realize I didn't want to live in Canada, you know? Because if I don't go back to Canada, PR is going to expire in 5 years. And at this point, to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, you know, keep Canadian PR if I'm not planning to live in Canada, right? So don't hold on to Canadian PR just for PR. Because you know what? You've lived in Canada for already 4 years, I believe. So you kind of know what it's like. Once you get a job in Germany, you can get German PR in 3 years, right? So, yes, it's kind of risk, you know, that you try to get German PR before Canadian PR, but it's not like you're gonna get fired from a German company. Protection is much stronger here, so, you know, I feel like I wasted a lot of time just to hold on to PR to just have more options, but you know, I didn't ask myself, did I really want to live in Canada? So, if you have a German language, if you pass a German language test, you can get in 21 months. That's what I'm going to do. Less than 2 years, you can get a German PR, which is not going to expire. So, you know, if you like Canada or not, then you can make better decision. Don't waste your time. I feel like I wasted my time holding on to PR or stuff like that. Where the UK and other countries are saturated with graduate with a lot of experience, and it suppresses the wage. I see. Well, a lot of people in Germany, they have masters because bachelor is 3 years, not the 4 years like in North America. So most of them have masters, but that doesn't. So yeah, it means different. Bachelor from North America is 4 years, so it's different. For here, they need to have masters. Germany. Oh, we are neighbors already. Yeah, I'm here in Germany. The cost of living rent is very low in Germany. Yeah, compared to UK, like London. London is crazy. Same as Ireland. Like I got recruiters, you know, call from Microsoft from Ireland, but Dublin rent is extremely high, whereas pays even less than Munich. So it's like, what the hell, right? And I'm not impressed by Irish accents. Oh, you have a friend who is working in London after graduating in Canada. Not from a Canadian uni though. The Russian guy who immigrated to UK for job. Yeah. Not the Canadian uni. Because I don't think there's point in working in the UK from Canada. honestly, he really loves UK. Plus, work visa situation right now is not good, so you can't really get the visa in UK. Then probably move somewhere else while keeping the option to come back to Canada whenever I wanted. So okay, so that's what I did. That's current situation now. After I get PR, I came here to keep the option open, but I just I'm saying maybe I wasted a time in Canada. I'm not too sure. If you can work at the big companies in Canada, then that adds more to your resume, which is beneficial for you to compete against others in Europe because big companies help for sure. So I had that, but yeah, same in Canada. A lot of graduate difficult visa requirement. Well, Canada is one of the easiest, not easier than Germany, but easier than Australia, easier than United States, easier than UK. So Canada is the easiest among all the Anglosphere countries, but Germany is much easier. So people usually go to Canada because it's easiest among the Anglosphere. Maybe it just means I'm very lonely, haha, but you make it sound nicer. You make it sound nicer. Alright. I don't know why you feel lonely or you're just bored. I guess bored is more accurate, no? At 3 a.m. I don't know if you feel lonely or not. I came to this live because I felt like I wanted to talk to someone. I was so busy studying for computer science and stuff, and I wanted to just talk to anybody, and I wanted to let out my dreams. I wanted to talk to someone about my purpose and dreams, goals. I wanted to, just have conversations. That's why I came here. So you could say I was a little lonely. I wanted to socialize a little, So I'm not sure if it's lonely or you want to socialize. Maybe you want to interact with people. Maybe. Not lonely like, oh, I miss someone, right? The demand for front end is pretty high in general. Holland and German, yes, that's correct. Living costs in Germany are not that high, but salary isn't higher compared to Holland. Okay, that might not be true. Front end dev is high in Amsterdam and in Berlin. Yes, but living costs in Amsterdam is much, much higher than in Berlin. So that's why I didn't go to Amsterdam. And pay-wise, Berlin pays better than Amsterdam, but Amsterdam have 33% tax exception, so which makes it much better. So usually it's about the same in terms of salary for front end. For back end, definitely Munich is the best among Berlin and Amsterdam. But yeah, Amsterdam living cost is extremely high, so Berlin has lower living cost. Pays okay, 50k starting, 50k euro. Good to hear that you get PR in Germany in 3 years. Holy shit, I have so many comments coming that I'm not keeping up. Okay, let me grab water, okay? I'll come back. All right, just got the protein shake. In Europe, the big one is my protein. All right. I know there are many places you can be naked in naturally, legally. In Germany, like hiking course or lakes, maybe you might not be interested. I don't know why you mentioned that, but yeah, they're like naked guys in an English garden, like public park. Yeah, that's something that I wanted to see. But in general, Europe, there's more openness to sexuality, which is cool, in my opinion. Oh, you're way behind with the messages. I'm afraid I sounded creepy. Four years US degree is equivalent to 3 years German or UK degree. The first year content is largely covered in high school here. Just the German economy has opportunity that don't require bachelors. So people that go the academic route tends to go for masters if they intended to specialize. For a lot of engineering job though, software engineering, people kind of expect to graduate from here to have a master's because 3 years is not enough for them. They add 2 more years because you know what, 3 years and 4 years not quite same in Europe and North America, because 4 years / co-op internships in North America experience is much better than 3 years in Europe, because first of all, most companies highly appreciate high value companies in North America, and stuff they teach in North American program is much more practical. So 3 years German education doesn't really mean much, and even if they do internship, because internship here, they work at small companies. I can tell that because masters don't get paid that much higher here. So I get paid much higher than master. Well, of course, because I have more years of experience, but yeah, so they want masters if they graduate from here. And then most of them are not practical. I like Canada so far, so I can't really say or decide if I should give up on its period, but it's always helpful when you give out those information or work visa appear as a developer in different countries. Yeah, if you like Canada, then go for it. I just didn't see anything. I just didn't see anything, good coming out from Canada in terms of people, like a people culture. It's very exclusive, like in terms of among ethnicities. It's in a not it's multicultural country in the cities, but people in the cities are not so international. They're split. And people closed off and cliquey. I didn't like it. And people are really, really local. They don't have many travel experiences, especially Vancouver. There's so many people from different countries, but locals have less travel experience, so they are so cliquey and such a small, a village kind of feeling, Whereas in Munich here, or let's say New York, people from all over the places come here, like in New York, and it's so cool to meet those people, like achievers and people who are successful and go-getters, and people just interact with them. Whereas in Vancouver, not many people have trouble like me, and I was kind of one of the few, and people just stay in their own groups, kind of like small village, same like Texas, no. So it wasn't for me really. Like I was more of a go-getter, but most people like just stay in their own group. Toronto might be different though, but still like there's a brain drain from Canada to United States. So cool kids go to United States, okay? Because they're Canadian, then they can work in United States. So there's no point staying in Canada if they're a software engineer. So only people left in Canada is technically either family or those immigrants looking for PR or blah blah blah. Smart people go to United States. 文系大学の1年生でウェブエンジニアのインターンに行きたいんですが、どのレベルか分からず悩んでます。どのくらい打ったらいいでしょうか Well, I'm not too sure to be honest. And I'm not too sure how to answer in Japanese. Okay, so reading Japanese just confused my brain. Alright. And the URLs, and it's web, HTML, CSS. That's like website, So it's quite not, a little bit of front-end work. But to be honest, get whatever the experience you can get, right? I live near Hogue, 45 minutes away. I'm still in Rotterdam. Do you have any recommendation for 1 or 2 year university course which helps someone with any expertise to work abroad, affordable courses? What? Recommendation for 1 to 2 year university course which equips someone with any expertise to work abroad. So you want to work abroad somewhere. That's Singapore. But what's your major? That's my question. What is your what was your major and what is your job right now? Depends on the relevancy. Worked for ING is a finance, right? ING among other companies. You don't need to live in Amsterdam if you want to have the nice job. Okay. So you're front-end dev, right? Front-end dev in a city called Hague or Hogue. And then what's the salary range for front-end devs in the city where you live? It's like 50, 60. Do you have any interest to work as a digital nomad? Yes. I want to go remote full-time eventually, maybe 2-3 years. I'd like to live in like Spain or Portugal, like near the beach, Thousand Park. Just weather is nice, right? So I want to be like remote, and then summertime is in Europe, and the winter time I want to live in Asia. So yeah, exactly. I want to go remote, like a digital nomad. I just want to have freedom. Not gonna be full-time like for 10 years, but a few years it'll be cool. I knew the opportunity for traveling have importance for you. I thought working as nomad may satisfy your desire. There is one more difference. Yeah, so my friend is actually doing the digital nomad thing right now. He was full-time in Germany, but he saved up the 5 years-ish and he started investing, and then now he's doing a freelance remotely, right? So freelance contract, IT work, development work. So I could do that. I could get a consultancy gig, freelance, and then do remote work. So that's exactly kind of thing that I'm thinking about as an option. Few years. Only thing that I need to get more expertise so that I can be able to be self-sufficient. There's one more difference at least UK, US bachelor degree. US is a major minor system, so the mathematics 40% of your overall degree is math. The first is a variety of subjects, yes. The 3 years of 60% major, 40% minor. think UK 85% US subject. Bachelors are entirely specialized, like postgrads are. I see. Okay, I see it's the specialization thing, but UK is fine, but like let's say other European cities, there are not many big companies like in US, so getting internship is much harder. Like well-paid one, there are apprenticeship system in Germany and Amsterdam. But here, computer science students are not recognized and valued as in the United States or Canada. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is, right? So definitely computer science graduate value so much more in United States and North America because their status is much higher. They get paid much more. Political science. Oh. Political science. You can't do anything with political science unless you are like from top school and then get into investment banking. No? Pretty cool that I came here and watched some videos about, since I'm starting to plan a 3-month trip in a few years and I find a fellow developer. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Because I'm not a developer. I'm a software engineer, and there's a difference between developer and engineer that I didn't know until like half a year ago. But I'm an engineer. But yeah, I like to travel, vacation stuff. Job is more about IT. Okay, 1 to 2 years, right? 1 to 2 years to enable you, right? In IT. So, yeah, you could do masters, free education in Germany, Netherlands, Norway, Denmark. You get free education there. Try to do some internship, but you probably need a prerequisite to get into a master's even. So it'll be, the knowledge gap is wide from political science. So it really depends on experience. You can make 30-70K or even more a year. So yeah, so 30 to 70K means that mean is like 50, right? 50K. I guess 70K is like you're talking about a senior level. So that's all right. 70K. Senior, a little low, right? It's a little lower than same as Berlin. Company try to keep you on the low wages, so switching jobs away to that more. Yeah, for sure. I know, Amsterdam, salary is not that high. I spent the last 5 years at the company but didn't get a raise at all. Now switched and I double my salary in working less hours. Doubled your salary? What do you mean? How low you were getting paid? So you were getting paid 30K and then you doubled to 60, or like you were getting paid 40 and then you just doubled 80, right? But doubling is like, I don't know, double is like really crazy. It either means current company is paying a lot or previous company is paying super low salary. Anyways, seems like good for you. You're getting paid more. And 5 years and you didn't get raise at all, that's your responsibility though. You should have asked for your raise. Nobody's gonna give you, raise is not given. You need to fight for it. And then if they don't want to give you, which is most likely, you need to switch job. But double the salary, so that must be good. You should be making at least 80 or 90K, right? 80, 90K in Amsterdam would be pretty good. You know what? They were in a financial situation they couldn't. That's the bullshit reason they give you. I know if you're working at a startup, then there's a situation, but still, if they can give you for 5 years, you should leave. Yeah, so you have no reason to leave because money wasn't that important. That was okay, you know? That was okay. But 5 years, that's like, no. 2 years is too long. You should get raised every single year. After being underpaid for the long you attend the experience, you need to get more. Okay. Okay. So more than decent salary, so that's good then. For you, then you worked out. But yeah, man, I can't believe not getting raised for 5 years. Yep, true. European companies lowballs you quite a bit. So, you know, but 5 years, no raise. Decent salary in a double. So I'm guessing 90K. I don't think 100K in Amsterdam is like possible unless you're like, yeah, no. 100K is, even here it's Google level, so 40K to 80K. Anyways, it's kind of good to know because it's really, you know, it's cool to know like neighboring cities situations. No, it's really fine, you know. As long as you were satisfied with all the other parameters like work location and stuff, yeah. And you were able to wait. So there seems to be no bright future for me. I just continue tindering. Thanks for your advice anyways. I don't know, do MBA. It's either MBA or engineering masters, to be honest. You can do MBA and get into finance, you know, investment banking to get paid shit tons of money. Learned and played. Angular, Vue, and also basically it was just a playground. Yeah, you know, that built a solid foundation. Slow foundation, but give you decent growth. Good. Yeah, try MBA or some engineering. Oh, data science. Data science doesn't require computer science background. You just need to pass some of that math, right? It's data science is no engineering. It's kind of math slash IT information. So you could get into that. Data science. It's kind of more mathy than engineering-ish. So I would say MBA, data science, or IT master. Now I took the experience and that is how I doubled my salary. That's cool. Yeah. Good for you. I always watch your channel from Okinawa. I'm 4th grade at university student major in biology, but your videos make me learn programming. Yes, thank you. Alright, Google it. Alright. But for real, being on this live for 3 hours was so much fun. Guys, fish protein. Kind of got to know my audience, you know, like that here. But muscle pain here. And somebody disliked my video just because I flex my muscle. Just kidding. Finally, I got a software engineering job in Tokyo. What? Oh. You're a fourth year uni student in biology and you got software engineering job in Tokyo. What the hell? How is that possible? Biology student. Oh, sleeping time. Thanks for the bonus. Ah. So yeah, now I know that, I don't know, hope you are cute, Nola. And then it's worthy for me to flex my muscles. You know? Fun time, really excited for your reply. What reply? Sure what do you mean by reply. Good night, Sashi. Keep it up. Yeah, you too. In Singapore, right? No. It's a UBC guy. UBC Toronto guy. Yeah, good luck with your, job hunting. I'm a Pito. Potato. Potato means what? Chubby. Potato means chubby. Yeah, but potatoes, but probably easy. You are allowed to leave my Insta. You can leave your Insta, but everybody is gonna see your Instagram, I guess. サシさんのビデオ制作、筋肉テクトークなの本当に大好きです。Thanks. Not many people seem to understand what I'm talking about on my YouTube channel, especially Japanese audiences. So, yeah. Thanks for the, good that you're liking it. So one more, like that. No, lighting is not good. I'm still working out though. I'm not really posting fitness videos now because just finished competition and it's not my main focus now. But I'm still going to gym 5 times a week. But whenever I talk about fitness, nobody's interested, So I need to make another videos about it. So seems like me talking about fitness is not that valuable than me talking about, computer science or my experience. So that's why I kind of not talking much about it. Anyways, gotta go to sleep. So I am off to bed. Have a good one. Nice to meet you. Ciao. You too. By the way, never skip a leg day. I squat by just do it for testosterone booster. Thanks. Nice muscle. I also learn English from your videos. Thanks. I type a few questions. You reply to all. Thanks for it. Expect the same opportunity in a few days. Oh, cool. Typed a few Shouldn't you reply to okay. Both is nice and on media design interested in the topic. Good night, Sashi. Alright, good David and good night David and good night Hadashi Dioda. Alright, everybody, thanks for joining and I'll see you guys in the next live session. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye. Alright, everybody, thank you. Looking forward to seeing your uploads as usual. Thanks. Bye. Night. Yep. More videos coming. More boring shit coming actually. About current state about Vancouver and the current state about Japan. I've already uploaded. But yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.